Hello everyone, this is Darkon, and this is Final Fantasy IV, The After Years. Just before I left you off again, Theodore had met a mysterious hooded man after the Red Wing airship had crashed. We were in the area of Mysdia, so let's continue on. There it is. The Hall of Prayer is at the north end of the town. Someone there can break the seal for us. The seal? Yes, the seal blocking the way to the Devil's Road. Before we do, let's talk. Let's talk around. Welcome to Mysdia, sacred ground for all mages. Rumor has it the Dragoon is holed up in Mount Ordeals over to the east. I wonder who that could be. Let's see what kind of weapons we got. Nope. Lots of stuff. We can use a bow apparently, and staves. But none of it's useful for us. Actually, let's try equipment. Could be something good there. No, and no, nothing worthwhile. Let's continue up northwards. I heard Paolo was dispatched to Troya, the scamp. The town is packed with beauties. I couldn't be more envious of him if I tried. Hey, to be fair, he's that's a good reason to be envious. A vast swarm of monsters flew away towards the northwest. Baron is in that direction, isn't it? Yep. Oh, mood's changing. I thought we may have actually found some. Guess not. Let's see, with the waxing moon, yep, again, white magic is up, black magic is down. It doesn't affect us too much because we don't have any black magic. Pardon me, is there anyone here who can unseal the Devil's Road for us? Someone who knows of the Devil's Road? Who are you? I am Theodore of the Red Wings of Baron. So you are. Heavens, you've certainly grown, haven't you? You know me? Of course, you don't remember me? We haven't met since you were a very, very young child. You are? I'm Porum, the White Mage of Mysdia. Well, she certainly changed a lot. If you can remember, she looked more like one of the, I can't remember what the race is, but she looked more like one of the Final Fantasy 11 races. I can't remember the name, but you get the idea. You're Porum? My parents have told me so much about you. So why do you want to use the Devil's Road? You said you were with the Red Wings. Did you not come here by airship? It was brought down by a horde of monsters. Smoke is coming from Baron's direction. I knew it. That would explain the unease I've been feeling lately. Hey you guys, could you come down here please? Did you call for me? Who are these people? We want to take the Devil's Road back to Baron. The White Mage here knows how to open the seal. Thank you very much. I must warn you that the pathway wasn't named the Devil's Road for humor's sake. It'll be a tough path to traverse by yourselves, I fear. So, I'd go with you, but I can't leave the Hall of Prayer empty right now. These two mages will accompany you instead. Thank you. Please take care, and send Cecil and Rosa my regards. I will. Well, we now have generic white mage and generic black mage as part of our party. And you would be? No one you know, I should think. Let's go, Theodore. Let's see, actually, let's take a look at their equipment. The White Mage is... I'm not quite sure why they bothered with having her face like turned around in a completely opposite direction. They're definitely gonna need better equipment. Let's see what magic they have. That's not too bad. Black Mage has got the basic spells. We should be okay. But first, let's get them some better equipment. Let's see what we get for weapons. Well, obviously we're gonna go with that. Healing staff, obviously. We could go for that, but no. Well, let's buy the ice rod just in case. Now for some armor. We don't want to go overboard with them. Let's go with a couple of feathers cap. And a couple more of the iron gauntlets, that should do it. Equip them. Oh, hold on. There we go. And let's take a look at the item shop. Definitely need to get some basic items. We heard that this tremendous sound echo from the east. Has something gone awry over there? Well, yeah, a giant ship crashed in your front lawn. Definitely need more of those. We're gonna go for some more antidotes. Got plenty of tents. Echo herbs for sure. Eye drops. And that should do it. Yep, we're pretty much good to go. I will now release the seal. Stand back, please. Let us continue inside. Now, originally in the Devil's Road, you just automatically transfer through, but in this case, we actually have to go through it. Haha. Knew there had to be some way to get there. Items. It's got me to actually use, like, yep, I knew it. I did it completely wrong before. I knew there's a way to use these. Now that I remember, makes it much easier. Might not be much, but it's better than nothing. That worked out pretty well. Didn't have to actually use any spells. Save them for bosses. Save them for bosses. Excuse me. That didn't do much. Damn, he's one of my best guys. Damn you. Take her out. Of course you can. And unfortunately she is still has silence, so we're gonna go and remove that one. Now here's the interesting thing. We have two choices. Nope. In this case we only have one. In some of these there's two choices between that we can make. Should be coming up at some point. These are some tough zombies. Oh, he keeps learning new spells. I would like him to be actually stronger, but just gotta deal with what you got. And all the way back. Whoa. Alright then, let's go with a little cheat. This should do it. Ah, there we go. Hooded man leveled up. Whoever he is. Let's use a little magic to restore ourselves. Here we go. More or less up to full strength. I might have screwed up that one. Ah. That might be a good equipment. Yep. Perfect. Give our stats a little boost. I remember this having a bit more... oomph, I think. Or at the very least, like, more choices. Ah, this might be it. Oh. Nice critical, and it didn't take it out. Yep, thought so. Flaming damage heals those ones. I think we got two choices here. Nope. Still only have the one. Still seems odd. These thunders should deal with yellow jellies. Perfect. Look at that guy tip of his cap. These guys again. we're just gonna leave the silence on the Hooded Man since, well, he can't really do any magic anyways. Oh, looks like I was wrong about this place. I know before, or maybe I'm mixing it up with previous Final Fantasy games, that when you had the teleports like this, sometimes you'll get the several choices between one or two of them. One would send you back, another one could send you forward, or one could send you towards treasure. In this case, looks like it just sends us all to treasure anyways. Oh, too late. I was gonna try to get a quick heal with the staff, but we're still good. More zombies. Just gonna need a quick heal. So let's do that with Theodore. There we go. And here we are. All the way to the end. Now let's see how Baron is doing. Save point? Yeah, we'd probably best save. And before anything else, let's, I'm iffy about having them with the best equipment. It might bite us in the butt, but honestly, they're generic characters. I don't want them keeping the best equipment that we got. Oh, never mind. Let's equip back the. Let's give them back some of that equipment. More particularly because I was correct about the Devil's Road. This will be fun. You get a puzzle. And no bands. We'll defend. Flame rod use on her. Oh, that's the problem we're gonna have here. Because we need to get all the way over there, but we can't because of stuff like that. probably treasure the other way I'm willing to bet, but nothing that's critical. Looks like you can't just simply use rods. Oh well, I'll defend. Let him attack again. Can't go there. Dark magic. And the jellies go down. Not exactly the most exciting gameplay, but I figured when doing games like this, it's better off just to do the whole thing, just basically with as little, what's the word I'm trying to remember now, as little editing as possible. Oh good, did send me straight up. This is the one I wanted. Ah, good. I do want to make sure we unequip the stuff because at some point I'm willing to bet that they're gonna leave. Because remember, they're generic, so they're either gonna leave or they're gonna die. There's a prince in the castle who's just about to come of age. Wait, are you? King Cecil has ushered an era of peace and tranquility to our nation. A shame that his dear friend Sir Kane is not here to enjoy it. Good point. No idea where Kane is. Let's see if Sid's around here. Sid's daughter? Where could my father be? He hasn't been back since that attack. I figure he's just tinkering with his airship again, but still. I have to say, I'm worried. The man's not exactly young anymore. He'd be livid if he heard me say that, but... they have a kid. Have you seen my granddad? He promised we'd go on an airship voyage once he got back. Well, as I recall, they ran away, but the castle was under attack. For some reason, the village is okay. Which kind of means they were after something very particular. I imagine that King Cecil would like to see his son Theodore become a paladin like himself. Possibly. Yeah, let's go back and talk to this guy. I knew King Cecil had it in him, dispatching that monster horde without breaking a sweat. Okay, that's a bit odd. The Kingdom of Baron is ruled by King Cecil, the man who saved this entire land in the wars of the past. Something's odd here. Okay, let's go back. No one may pass. Orders from the king. It's me, Theodore. No one may pass. Orders from the king. Can't you see who I am? Let's go, Theodore. Huh? We're wasting our time here. Yeah, they were acting pretty weird. The soldiers, I mean. Those guards were strange, so pale. And what's more, they didn't even recognize me. Just like before. Huh? We can sneak into the castle through the waterway in town. You seem to know a lot about this, but isn't the way locked? Someone has got to have the key, right? So in other words, let's go find the key. And of course, when in doubt, go talk to the people. Go in front of the locked doorway. There's no one here this time. Oh no, there's the old man. I was thinking about visiting Mist a bit earlier. The cave's been closed off by Baron soldiers though. They refused to let me through. Okay, he doesn't have anything. Let's go up this way. When in doubt, talk to characters you know. Oh, Prince Theodore. The waterway key? I'm holding on to it for my father, actually. Yep, it's that easy. Okay. But before we enter, I am actually gonna call it right there. This is dark. This was Final Fantasy XIV. Actually, no, sorry. Wrong game. Ah, full moon. Perfect timing. Oh, this is Dark Hunt, and this was Final Fantasy IV, the After Years. I do hope you enjoyed this. Please like, favorite, subscribe. Leave a comment below. I do like hearing from people. And I hope to see you again soon for more Final Fantasy IV, the After Years. Bye.